Welcome to the Balking Dead. I'm your host, Sharpie's Bets. And this show, still sponsored by Prize Picks. So go on there, do us a favor, do you a favor, and use that promo code PubSports. Why? Because your first match deposit up to $100, they will match deposit it. So, yeah. Fucking Monday, guys. Yesterday was Father's Day. Hope you all had a great Father's Day. I had a good Father's Day other than the fact of me donating money to my bookie. Never good there, guys, but definitely had some good time with my kids. They bought me some food that don't happen every day, and yeah, what a great day, what a great day. Smash the fucking like if you guys already haven't, and it's Monday, so we got 5 games to talk about instead of 4, so let's crack this bitch off and let's get right into it. Shout out to the chat, though. Let's get to it. Yankees at Rays. Garrett Cole versus Shane McClanahan. Part 2. Garrett Cole 6-1 with a 3.3 ERA, 91 strikeouts in 73 innings. He does have a home 2.47 ERA and a road of a 4.6. He is on the road here. He's played the Rays 2 times in the last 4 weeks, including 5 days ago. Total 12 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, and 17 strikeouts. Fuck has he owned these Rays this year, guys. Last year, he was 1-3 versus the Rays with 7 Ks in every game, 1 back-to-back. This year versus sorry guys. Last year he was 1-3 versus the Rays. So last year they had his number, but he did have 7 strikeouts in every fucking game last year. They do have his strikeout prop at 9+ at -105, and on Prize Picks they got it at an 8 -143. Fantasy scores out of 41.5. Me personally, I don't like running guys on a back-to-back unless they can prove to me they can handle back-to-backs. Garrett Cole this year, he had 1 back-to-back versus Baltimore. We don't put too much high hopes on Baltimore on this show, guys. So, he got fucking racked the second game. The first game, he went 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. The second games, he did go 8 innings, but he gave up 5 hits, 5 earned runs, and 11 Ks. So, his strikeouts did go up, but they did get to him, and it looked like they got to him the third time around. So, can you bet his K prop? Yes, if you want to bet on Garrett Cole, he can show you that his Ks do go up the second time through. But he is going up against a team that ain't walking, and they are striking out. He only had 7 last time, and I would not be surprised if he has 10+ today. 7% walk percentage, 19th in the league over the last 2 weeks. 25.9 strikeout percentage, they're 4th in the league, with a 224 average and a 620 OPS. And a 112 ISO. So they're 25th, 27th average OPS, guys. They're just not hitting the fucking ball versus righties. And the only thing they got going good for them right now is a back-to-back versus a pitcher. So they just seen the guy. They know how he pitches. They know how he's going to try to get you out. And I expect this team to jump on a lot more first-pitch fastballs. That's why I'm not going to be on a K prop. I'm more afraid of a team who just seen a guy who knows he's a strikeout guy. They know not to get to that fucking second strike, guys, so they're just going pop, pop, pop. Can I be wrong with him? I can, but if I was to run any 2 of these 2, it would be Garrett Cole. On the other hand, Shane McClanahan. He's a guy that's won us a lot of money, and he's helped pay a lot of us as rent around here. He's 7-3 with a 1.84 ERA, 105 strikeouts, and 78 innings of work. Good God, has he been just an animal. He's just a beast. He did face these Yankees last week where we did cash the 7 strikeouts. Now he's on a back-to-back with these Yankees, and he had 3 back-to-backs last year. In those 3 back-to-backs, he did not get better in any of his strikeouts. He either tied it or got worse. I cannot bet on a guy to go out there and get more. They jumped his K prop up 1. Now they have it at, where did they put him at? At 8+ +104, and his 7's at a -154. I don't hate anybody who wants to ride the 7. The guy has 7 now in 12 straight games. It's like, are you at 12 out of 13 games? He has 7 or more strikeouts. My reasoning to stay off and why I have to stay off is because he hasn't shown me that he can pitch in back-to-backs. Now, is he the same pitcher as last year that he is this year? No, he has way more poise, and he has a lot more understanding of the game. But this is where not betting on somebody and watching the game, if he gets it, that's learning, guys. If he shows me he can do it this year and he is a different pitcher, then I know next time to jump on him on this K prop. So sometimes sitting and waiting is the best fucking thing. So we are going to get into the Yankees, though, versus lefties. They're walking at an absurd 10.4%, top 5 in the league. Striking out top 5 in the league at 25% with a 264 average and an 884 OPS with an isolated power of 230. That's top 15 average and top 10 OPS, and that ISO means they're fucking scoring runs. They're hitting bombs. They're hitting doubles. These guys are doing the damn thing. I expect them to get the Shane McClanahan. It's the second time, but Shane McClanahan is a fucking beast, guys. So at the end of the day, these are two pitchers going back to back. If I was to pick one's K prop, I'd be on Garrett Cole's personally, but I'm not going to bet either or with my hard-earned money. So no run first inning. Is it an absurd minus 170? I'd actually look the other way. Shout out to Big Show, my motherfucking guy in Austin, Texas. Watch the UFC fights. The best UFC fucking fights of the year? Of the year? Yeah, we'll give you a break for that one, Show. We'll give you a break. But also shout out to my guy, Billy. Billy been back here doing the damn thing for y'all, pulling y'all comments up. So shout out to my two little producers, because Billy was the first producer who just napped a lot, you know, because he don't sleep. He takes naps. Let's get to it, though. Both bullpens top 10 over the last 30 days. Yankees have a 3.70, where the Rays have a 2.21. Yandy Diaz, guys, versus Garrett Cole is batting 329 in 30 plate appearances, but only 2 extra base hits. So parlay piece, if you're looking for maybe a minus 197 is his one hit. And I'm looking at the other way, and this is what I'm going to bet, guys. G-Man Choi, him versus Garrett Cole, 24 at-bats, 274 average, 9 hits, 5 walks with 6 extra base hits of the 9. Damn. So 6 of the 9 hits he's got off this guy are doubles or bombs. Give me his 1.5 bases plus 114, and I'm going to split the bet with his hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ at minus 122. I expect Diaz to be on base one of these times he gets a knock. And, yeah, just because you give up a couple runs don't mean you can't get your strikeouts. And that was obviously shown in Garrett Cole's first back-to-back. He gave up some runs, but his Ks went up, guys. So the dude is a strikeout machine, and this team is not walking and striking out. God, coffee tastes so fucking good. Shout out to the chat. Smash the like if you already haven't. It looked like you already have, because we're already past 22. And let's get into the next game, because there's a few more to talk about. This game is where I do have my K-prop bet. Giants at Braves. Logan Webb at Max Fried. Logan Webb at 6-2 with a 3.43 ERA. He does have a home 2.7 ERA and a road of a 4.25. Logan Webb has been solid. He's just not the same guy as last year, guys. At the end of the day, he was elite last year, and he's solid this year, okay? So no fucks, no harm foul. So he's faced the Braves 2 times last year, going 7 innings each game, 6 and 9 strikeouts, and now he gets a Braves team who's lost Albies. And over the last 15 days, they're walking 20th in the league, 8.3%. They're not striking out, middle of the pack, 22%. And they're crushing the fucking ball. 258 average with an 830 OPS. That's 10th, 5th, respectively, with a 238 ISO. So, good pitching beats good hitting. I expect Max Fried. We'll get into him in a second. We know about Big Game Max and what he's going to show up. And I expect Logan Webb to show up in this game too. But I do expect him to be of the 2 that do give up some runs if there's some runs scored here. He did show already, though, he could pitch versus this team twice last year, 7 innings in each game. So you got to take that into effect. Prior history does mean something in baseball, guys. So when you got an ace on the mound, and Logan Webb is definitely the number 1 of the San Francisco also. He's the ace of that team. One gets to go and the other could fall right in line. So this could either be one person's lights out today, both are lights out, and I don't expect both to get rocked, but hey, what do you know? It's baseball. I didn't think Cueto would outpitch Verlander the other day either, so sometimes you get fucking gut checked, and I got gut checked that day. It reminded me of it's a long year, guys, and we don't know everything. Logan Webb's K prop is at a 7 plus 106. They have him at a 5.5 on Prize Picks, and his fantasy score is at a 30.5. I'm looking the other way in this game, guys. Max Fried, 7-2 with a 2.90 ERA. April and May ERA of 3, and his June has a 2.29 ERA so far. Shout out to my man Noli Knows. He smacked me in the beginning of the year when I already knew Max Fried was a fade in April, and it's not that he's a fade in April. This guy understands pitching and that it's a long fucking year, guys. So his best months are June, July, August, going into the playoffs. This guy's always takes it easy and turns it on in June. We got big game Max in a big game versus Logan Webb, where he loves showing up in these games. And we're in June? Oh, Lord. Well, let's get into something else. Over the last 18 days, because I wanted at least 200 plate appearances, we've got the Giants are walking 7.5%, 17th in the league. 27.9 strikeout percent, second in the league. 210 average and a 659 OPS and a 160 ISO. That is 26th and 25th respectively. They're not hitting the ball versus lefties. They're not walking, and they're striking out. Well, let's go back a few games ago to the Pirates, where Max Fried went up against. And these guys have the same exact numbers as the Giants. The Pirates had a 7.5 walk percentage. That's what the Giants have. And these are all 15 days. I always cut things down to 15 days. Then we get into strikeout percentage. The Pirates were at a 27.1. The Giants are at a 27.9. The Pirates actually were hitting better too. A 219 compared to a 210 and a 690 compared to a 659. The Pirates were just a little bit better in every which way, and now he gets a Giants team with the same numbers. We hit his K prop versus them, and I'm on his K prop now. It was 6 plus minus 130, and I love it, guys. This is big game Max. He's going 6 plus innings. If he only goes 6, it's because he has 8 strikeouts and his pitch count's up. He could go 9 innings, and his strikeouts could be down, but the 6 should be there in a complete game. This guy is a fucking beast. And this team isn't walking and they're not hitting. So I'm going to ride big game Max in June. The numbers tell me to. I'm not bucking my head up against nothing today. I need to get back on the track. I need money in my fucking account. So Max Fried, go do the goddamn thing. Then we get into bullpens. Giants pin has a 21st over the last 30 days with a 4.5, and the Braves are third in the league with a 2.23. So yeah, I'm heavily leaning towards the Giants, just fading the Giants today, but I do expect Logan Webb to be there and to compete. I expect this to be a close game, and that's why I haven't bet it personally, but I have a few bets in this game. It's not just a K prop. We're going to get into a couple. No run first inning is at a minus 120, and Austin Riley versus Logan Webb. 375 and only 8 at bats. If you look at that, you might want to play him. He has 2 strikeouts in those 8 at bats versus Logan Webb, and no extra base hits in that 375 average. So, yes, is Austin Riley hot? But those numbers are a little bit not telling you the whole truth. You got to dig into that 375 average. To me personally. On the other hand, there's no numbers here versus him. Not a lot, not enough to get crazy. But Ronald Acuna off of an offer. He's only had one game this year where he's gone back-to-back without an offer. Okay, well, I was talking to my boy Noli this morning, and so he's like, well, what does that mean? Does he get a single? So I was like, I don't know. Let me go look back. And there was a lot of 1 hits or over 1.5. It was split up, and I was like, okay, so it's not just the 1.5 here. Let's get a little deeper into it because we like digging into numbers around this motherfucker, bro. So in the 4 games since May 1st that he's gone over, he has a stolen base and a caught stealing in 2 of the 4 games. So we know he's going to come out fucking pushing it after a bad game. And I expect a close, tight-knit game. So I'm going to split my bet up with 1.5 bases at even money on Ronald Acuna. And I'm going to take a stolen base at plus 275. If this guy does hit a single, he's taking that back. If he gets me over that 1.5, he's taking that back. Second is the easiest base to steal. Ronald Acuna is in the top 3 stolen base people in the league, and he missed the first fucking month, guys. So I'm going to split my bet up on Acuna. I expect a close, tight-knit game. And if he doesn't get my 1.5, it's because he got me a single and stole my base. So let's get to Acuna. Who gives you stolen base props? I've only given out 2 times on the show stolen base props. Lost 1 time, won 1 time. But when you're playing some crazy plus monies, and I guess plus 275 is not that great for a stolen base prop. Last one we hit was a plus 450. But 450 is like a girl on Friday night, guys. And it's Monday, guys. So we got to go a little light. We're going plus 275 on Monday. Shout out to the chat, guys. I appreciate you. 47 live because it's the fucking truth. And on Monday, we're the fucking truth. The chat's cracking. Noli knows my motherfucking guy. G. Guillermo Zertucci. And the DJ Woodworker. And, of course, Nilo. I'll slap Nilo if he don't show up. Ha! Yeah. Don't be number 1 bullshit guy. I just don't want you to be number 1 bullshit guy, and we can be okay. So, shout out to the chat. Smash the like if you already haven't. We got 3 more games to talk about because it's Monday, and on Monday, we fucking crack these bitches. And, yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Blue Jays and White Sox. Jose Berrios versus Lance Lynn. Berrios is 5-2 with a 4.65 ERA in 13 games. He does have a home ERA of 3.18 and a road of a 5.97. Good God Almighty. He's coming in off of 3 straight quality starts, and last year versus the White Sox, he was 0-3 with a 5.57 ERA in 4 games with only 1 quality start. He did have 10, 8, 6, and 0 strikeouts in 1 game, so he did hit this K-prop 3 out of 4 times versus this team right now. And the same type of pitchers have now pitched versus them on all the last 2 days. So I will not be looking at Jose Berrios tonight. His K-prop is 6 plus at plus 112. And on Prize Picks, they're giving you a 5 at minus 205. His fantasy score is at 30.5. And I know at a few times I've bet Berrios, guys. And there's times where he's going to just murder his K-prop, and there's times where he's not. He is a person who only averages almost 6 strikeouts per 9. He is not a crazy strikeout pitcher. You've got to pick your spots. And if you want to play the numbers, I get it. But I'm not trying to run into the volatility here. The numbers do line up in 3 out of 4 games last year. He had 6 or more versus this team. And this team is only walking 6.5%, which can be super detrimental to this team striking out. They are not striking out, though. They are only 18th in the league at 22%. With a 260 average and a 698 OPS. Only 14th OPS, 6th average, and an isolated power of 113. So the Blue Jays have actually came back down to earth the last week or 2, guys. Like, they were on a terror. And it's baseball. And what we see from the Blue Jays last year, they were one of the more roller coaster teams with the Padres last year. And what did the Padres do differently this year? They went and got Bob Melvin, guys. And Bob Melvin is keeping that train going like this. Where the Blue Jays are still showing they're going to be like this, just like last year. So when they're hot, they're hot. When they're not, they're not. Am I saying they're not going to be hot today? I don't fucking know, guys. So, oh, that was White Sox. My bad. I'm so stoned. I was reading the White Sox. So that was Berrios versus the White Sox, not Berrios versus the Blue Jays. I'm a fucktard. The fool's on the Blue Jays. There you go. That's for being dumb. So that's for smoking too much before the show. So, yeah. What I was just saying was all versus the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays the White Sox, those White Sox numbers. I'm just going to redo that one. Sorry, guys. I'm a fucking retard. So, they are walking 6.5% of the time, the White Sox. Only striking out 22 with a 260 average and a 698 OPS. Their numbers have actually gotten better over the last 2 weeks. These guys were ass. And they were a fade versus righties for a long time. And if you've been trying to fade them over the last few days, like this jackass, you've donated money to the cause. So they're starting to turn it back around. And they have seen Jose Berrios a fuck ton from when he was a Minnesota Twin, same division. And like I said, he was 0-3 in 4 games with only 1 quality start. But he is coming into this game hot. White Sox are coming into this game hot. Good pitching usually beats good hitting, so I will lean towards the factor of some Berrios. On the other side, Lance Lynn, the fucking Bulldog, guys. What are we going to get? In 1 game this year, he got fucking cracked versus a Tiger team that's not hitting anyone. Well, he does have a career ERA of 3.49, and I do expect him to come back to life eventually, guys. But I need to fucking see it with my own eyes. I either got to fade him or I cannot back him. It's either I cannot do that personally. Why? Well, he's in 2 games versus the Blue Jays last year. He went 7 innings in each game, pretty much the same box score, 4 hits and 1 earned run. He owns this team, Sharpie. You just said the last year's means something to you. Well, let me tell you, he owned Detroit last year too. He just got fucking cracked by Detroit. Like, he's coming off of fucking the injured reserve. He hasn't pitched all year. He hasn't had a spring training. He hasn't shown he's okay yet. Until Lance Lynn shows me he's okay, then I could go back to betting on Lance Lynn like last year. But until then, he's either fucking fade or just pass. And I'm going to have to pass personally because I do like Lance Lynn. And I don't know, guys. And I don't know. He's coming off the IL still, guys. And he got rocked versus a team he's owned historically. And now he gets a Jays team who, holy motherfuck of God, are they hot. See, damn, was I stoned talking ass backwards when I was reading something and thinking something. Whoa, this team walking 11th in the league at 8%, 19th strikeout percentage, bottom 5, tied first average, 5th OPS with a 181 ISO, so 292 average with an 827 OPS. Good God Almighty, Lance Lynn, if you're not healthy, this could be a really fucking bad day for you. And I don't know if you're healthy. So I can't bet on that. I need to see if you're going to be healthy, or I got to, if I'm on the Berrios side, then I'm just going to take Berrios and just not worry about Lynn, guys, because this team is crushing the ball. And if we get into bullpens, big drastic bullpen, Blue Jays 23rd in the league, 4.73. Oh, drastic as in they both suck. White Sox 20th, 4.37 over the last 30 days, and they're without Hendricks. He's on the IL, so they don't even have their closer. Their team's in disarray pitching-wise. Their bats have woken up on the White Sox, and the Blue Jays are crushing the ball. So there's a lot going on in this game to me that I just personally passed. There are a lot of numbers to talk about hitting-wise. No run first inning is at a -105. And Jose Abreu, versus Berrios in 58 plate appearances. He's batting .302. He has 16 hits, 1 walk, 15 strikeouts. So the guy ain't fucking looking to walk versus Berrios. And only 5 extra base hits in those 16 hits, and 3 of them are home runs. So if you're looking at him over 1.5, you might as well just play the home run because 3 out of 5 extra base hits are the home run. I'd look more towards his hits, runs, RBIs because I expect a few people to be on base personally, but I'm not betting on him today. And Moncada, the guy who's been fucking ice cold. Like, good God, if this guy was hot, or does he need Berrios to get hot, guys? A lot of the times, you see a guy, well, this could be the right thing to get you going. And it's cast for us a lot. So Moncada over 1.5 bases is 2+ plus 125. And him versus Berrios in 48 plate appearances, he has 12 hits, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts, 6 extra base hits with 3 of them home runs. So 6 out of his 12 hits are extra base hits, guys. He sees him well, and this may be what Moncada needs to wake the fuck up. So am I going to bet it to wake the fuck up? No. But would I not be surprised if Yohan Moncada decides to wake up today? I would not, guys. So they're definitely giving you enough value on the 2+ at the plus 125 that it is worth it. Seeing Abreu is plus 122. And he's got better numbers than Abreu, but Abreu is the hotter bat. Shout out to El Dorado. Big $50 donation. Big time and shit, dog. You the fucking man, bro. I accept my demotion to gum scraper, but Tijuana to come on appreciate your time and all the real ones in the chat. Damn, bro. $50? My guy, don't be scraping gum in Tijuana. I'll come pick you up. It's about 50 fucking minutes from me, bro. We'll throw you in the back fucking trunk, throw some flowers on you if we got to, and call it a day. You're the fucking guy, though. I appreciate it, bro. And donations help, guys, and the like button helps. So smash the fucking like, guys. Anything helps. Everything goes to the cause. Pub sports, guys. We be fucking pubbing. It's a lifestyle, not a hobby. If you do not follow Pub Sports and you just found out about this show, go follow Pub Sports. Hit the alerts, and let's make some fucking monies. So, 62 live. We be rocking. 44 likes. Smash the likes if you already haven't. And let's talk about George Springer. He did snap his 5-game hitless streak yesterday, and he's batting .283 and 21 at bats. 6 hits off of Lynn, two extra base hits with 8 strikeouts. So there's been a few times where Springer's gone on cold streaks this year, and then the time he snaps out of it, it tends to go back on a hot streak. So if you're looking at Springer today would be a decent day to look at him. But then we got a game that I want to talk about. So, y'all rock. Cardinals at Brewers. Miles Mikolas and Corbin Burnes. Corbin Burnes, another guy who's paid a lot of bills and paid a lot of dinners for this show, guys. Mikolas is the guy that I can't get a fucking read on. I'll be real with you. I'm not here to bullshit you. Every time I think he's going to do good, he does bad. Every time I think he's going to get hit, he does good. So, I thought he was going to do good last game, but I'm not betting on that guy no more. He went out and had fucking the game of his life. Now, the question is can he do it again? Can the guy go out there and have the game of his life again? And let's find out. 5-4 with a 2.62 ERA in 13 games. 2.62, guys? That's a fucking elite. That's ace-type shit. Damn. He is coming off of the closest you can get to a no-hitter without having a no-hitter. 8.2 innings, guys. The guy went out 129 pitches, and that's a lot of fucking pitches. So I don't know how long they are going to let the leash go on Mikolas today, but if he's humming, they're going to let him go. He has played the Brewers 2 times this year with mixed results. On April 15th, he went 6.2 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts. And then on May 29th, 5.2 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs with 6 Ks. He got blasted. And I was on the under that day. That's what I'm telling you I don't have the best read on this guy. So my thing is, shout out to Noli Knows, but my thing is, brother, you want fucking real breakdown, brother? Fucking Noli always in my head. Here we go, though, but I was on him last game. The last time I broke this game down, I was on the under full game. Didn't get there. So why am I not betting it today? That's the question to me. The breakdown all says it again. The breakdown all is going to tell me to bet the under again, and I'm just being a fucking pussy because this guy's fucked me over a bunch of times, and yeah, that sounds about right, but, is what it is. Last year, he played them 2 times, and on a back-to-back, guys, he went 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and then the next times he went 5.2 innings with 3 earned runs, so that's still fucking good. 3 earned runs in almost 6 innings is a quality start, and it was on a back-to-back, and they only got 3 runs. I've got to expect Mikolas to go out and deal today, guys. I know I'm telling you, I can't bet it because if I do it, he won't. So maybe with me not betting it, it'll let you guys win your bets today. So, yeah, let's get to it. Brewers over the last 15 days, they're walking 6th in the league at 9.1%. They're striking out 7th in the league at almost 26% with a 236 average and a 696 OPS. So 18th average, 16th OPS. I drop it back to May 29th, and they're the same exact numbers the Brewers have, 15 days to 15 days to when he's seeing them now. So the numbers say he should go out there and deal. He's been a beast all year, except when I want to bet on him. So I expect this guy to go out there, have at least a quality start. I think 2 earned runs are better personally. And his K-Prop 6 plus at plus 124. It's at 5 on Price Picks at minus 218. And his fantasy scores at 31.5. Do I have the balls to play his strikeout prop? No, but on Price Picks, yes, we will be on it at 5 at minus 218. This team is 7th in the league at striking out right now. They are bottom, middle of the pack average OPS. And this guy's shown to me he'd go out and deal versus this team. And you're going to give me a 5 at minus 218. I will take that, please, and thank you. On the other hand, we're going to talk about Corbin Burnes. My guy, your guy, and should be everybody else's guy, except for maybe the one time he fucked us over. But that just meant we went double hard because he don't have back-to-back bad games. Why? Because he's Corbin motherfucking Burnes. So, yeah, let's get into Corbin. 4-4 with a 2.52 ERA, 100 strikeouts and 78 innings of work. He does have a home 3.6 ERA and a road of 1.64. We were on May 29th versus these Cards with a 6.5 for Burnes. and we cashed. He had 11 strikeouts that day. This team's numbers say do not run them versus righties, and I get it, guys. But at the end of the day, this team struggles with certain pitches, and he throws those certain pitches. So, am I on his K prop today? No, because I'm being a vagine and only betting where the spots line up right now until I get back on track. But a lean, yes, on the 8+ -113. They did move it up one. His fantasy scores at 38.5, and he's going up against a team that's walking 9%, which is top 10. They're not striking out 20% of the time. The 2.559 average and a 752 OPS. So everything from the last time he played them, the numbers are the exact same, just like the Brewers were for Mikolas, except for the walk percentage. The last time Corbin Burnes faced them, they were walking 6.5%. They are now walking 9%. That to me tells me the strikeouts can be down today, guys, and that's enough for me to stay off. Personally, last year versus the Cardinals, he played 4 games, 1-1 with a 1.64 ERA, 28 strikeouts in 22 innings. I believe I was talking about the earned runs or whatever he allowed. No, guys. 3 out of 4 games, I believe Noli said last year, he allowed 3 hits or less. Fuck a run. 3 hits or less. So this guy owns the Cardinals. And I got to expect nothing but eliteness from the guy who's been elite all year except for 1 game. And I expect him to be there again. No run first inning is at a -130. And Lorenzo Cain versus Mikolas, guys. He has some crazy numbers. 24 plate appearances, 8 hits, 0 walks. The guy ain't fucking there to walk. 2 strikeouts, so he sees them well, guys. In 24 plate appearances, he doesn't walk in only 2 Ks, so he's put bat on ball 22 fucking times. Jesus Cristo. He only has 3 extra base hits, though. 2 doubles and 1 home run. So out of those 8 hits, only 3 are extra base hits. So that 364 average is a little but definitely a guy to look at if you want. On the other hand, Paul Goldschmidt versus Burnes. If you look at the numbers, he has a 381 average and 22 plate appearances. Okay. Let's dig into those. 8 hits. Okay, 8 hits, 381 average. That's fucking great, right? Well, only 2 of those hits are extra base hits, guys. So 6 have been only singles. He's only walked 1 time, and he's struck out more than half of the plate appearances versus him. 12 out of 22 plate appearances he's struck out versus him. He does not see Corbin Burnes well. So I can't be on him personally. If I was, I'd look at his hits, runs, RBIs, because he does give up some singles, too many singles. And I don't know. I'm not looking at props today on the Brewers side personally. On the Cardinals side, but you're going to look at Goldschmidt and see those numbers. This may be a day to actually risk the reward on the plus money side of the under 1.5. Am I gonna bet that? No, because I suck at betting props under, guys, and yeah, that's just ain't for me. But shout out to the chat, guys. Y'all be rocking. C-Mac with the pack, my guy. Hit that under 7.5, bro. That's the way I'm talking about, bro. Good fucking call last night. And once again, I get slapped for betting on a guy coming off an injury. That's not like the 3rd time this year I've done that, and I've sworn to myself not to ever do it again. Like, when am I going to fucking learn? There's another slap. Maybe you're going to learn from that one. Fuck, dude. Kids might have to eat butter noodles for that shit, dude. Kopech's velocity down was 4 miles per hour last night, guys, at the end of the day. But we're not on Kopech right now. We're going to talk about the last fucking game of the night. We're talking about Diamondbacks and Padres. Yu Darvish and Zach Davies. Yu Darvish, 2-3 with a 3.78 ERA in 13 games, coming in off of 3 straight quality starts versus Pittsburgh in a back-to-back versus Cincinnati. Oh, Zach Davies. I'm reading Yu Darvish. No, that's Zach Davies is 2-3 with a 3.7 ERA in 13 games, coming in off of 3 quality starts, but they were versus Pittsburgh, but a back-to-back versus Cincinnati, and a back-to-back versus anybody is good in my opinion, guys. He opened the year versus the Padres, going 5 innings, 4 hits with 2 earned runs, and now he gets a Padres team without their 2 best players. It's one thing without Tatis in the lineup. I get it. But now Manny Machado's out. Manny Machado's going to be out for at least 4 weeks. What the fuck is going to happen to this Padres team? Last year, guys, all I can go off of is last year without those two in the lineups, and this team was lost. They didn't know what to do. They don't know how to hit in certain situations. The guy's prop I wanted to play today, Cronenworth, is not going to have Machado behind him now, so really how many fastballs is he going to see today? You're probably going to see the type of pitches Machado would see, and I don't know if Cronenworth ready for that. So let's get into it. Over the last 15 days, the Padres' numbers aren't bad at all. 9% walk, 9th in the league. They're not striking out, 22nd in the league. Third average, third OPS with an isolated power of 205. That's a 286 average with a 845 OPS. These guys are crushing it, guys. And it's not just Manny Machado. I hear that. It's Cronenworth. It's Boyd. It's a lot of the other guys on the team. But how do they respond without their best player? I don't know. I know last year they went in the fucking tank when this type of shit happened. So Bob Melvin is a good coach. I expect him to keep the locker room together, but this could be some rocky times for the Padres coming up. I expect a good game from Davies today. He's coming in hot. And his best year in the major leagues, guys, was wearing the San Diego Padre uniform. He pitched well at Petco Park, and he got traded to the Cubs next year and became Zach Davies again. He's been solid this year. He's done very well, and he's done very well in the last 3 games. And now he gets a team without Machado. So I've got to expect him to go out there and compete with Yu Darvish on the other end. And Davies' K prop is 5+, plus 116. 4 on Prize Picks at minus 159, and his fantasy score is at 24.5. I'm on his fantasy score over 24.5 today, guys. I think Zach Davies goes out and deals. This is a different team out there without Machado. Prove me fucking wrong. Yu Darvish, beast. 6-3 with a 3.35 ERA in 12 games. Only 61 strikeouts in 75 innings. That's the weird conundrum here, guys, with Yu Darvish is we're used to him being over a K per 9, and this guy has a 6.3 K per 9 on the road and an 8.37 K per 9 at home. The guy is a different pitcher home and away, guys. At the end of the day, he has a home ERA of 1.35 and a road of 4.93 this year. And this goes back to last year. The guy just likes pitching at Petco Park, and he loves pitching at nighttime in Petco Park. And he loves pitching versus these Arizona Diamondbacks at Petco Park. But this guy's been a beast, bro, so especially at home. Last year versus the Diamondbacks at home, 2 out of 3 games, he had a quality start, averaging 8.3 Ks per game. 2 games in Arizona last year, 2.2 innings each, giving up 5 earned runs in both games, averaging only 3.5 strikeouts. So the guy it's not just pitching in Arizona, just pitching on the road he doesn't like. And he is coming off of a great start in Chicago. Shout out to the chat. Someone in the chat last week said that he was used to pitching in Chicago and he expected him to be well because he was comfortable there. And you were dead the fuck right, dude. Whoever the fuck called that one out, you were fucking right on. So good call on that. And we're back at Darvish's home again versus a team that he's owned at home. So Ketel Marte should be back. He's in the lineups projectedly, guys, and he does have some good numbers off of Darvish. Darvish's K prop is at 7+ at plus 118. Prize Picks, they have it at a 6 at minus 186, and his fantasy score at a 38.5. We get into these guys, and this is our third prop on Prize Picks. I'm going to take that 6 at a minus 186, please and thank you. We're getting Darvish at home where he averages 3 strikeouts more per 9. We're getting him versus a team that he pitches well versus at home. He averaged 8.3 strikeouts versus them at home last year. And you're giving me a 6 at a minus 186 versus a team that's 26 walk percentage over the last 15 days at 6%. They're 5th in the league striking out at 25.5%. 29th average OPS, 186 average, 539 OPS. Damn. Yes, Ketel Marte has good numbers. Yes, Ketel Marte has been out the lineup for 5 days, but what are we really going to get from Ketel Marte? You got to expect him to be good if they're going to put him back in the lineup, but he had a week off, and now he has to see one of the better pitchers at home. So I'm not going to bet on Ketel Marte personally, But bullpen-wise, we got Arizona, 12th of the last 30 days with the 3.75, and the Padres are top 5 with the 3.10. No run first inning is at a minus 145. The one prop I was looking at, and I didn't bet it, but we'll talk about it, is Cronenworth over 1.5 bases plus 110. He has 7 straight games with over 2+ bases, and at plus 110, I want it. But I need Hosmer behind him. Hosmer's been hitting 4th with Machado 3rd. I need a legit bat backing Cronenworth to where they can't pitch him and make him walk and make him take a bat at bat, guys. And if he's got Hosmer behind him, I will be betting his over 1.5 bases at plus 110. The guy's just fucking hot. And if you come in the Crone zone, woo boy, he gonna punish that ass. So Crone zone for me if Hosmer is behind him. If not, then I'm just not gonna fucking bet it at the end of the day. David Peralta, I would be looking at his hits, runs, and RBIs 2+ at plus 108. He has a 429 average and 25 plate appearances off of Darvish. 9 hits, 3 extra base hits, all are home runs. So if you're going to take his over 1.5, just take the fucking home run. All of his extra base hits are bombs off of him. Like, hey, 3 out of 9 extra base hits are bomb skis. So either they're probably giving you at least plus 400 because the guy doesn't hit that many home runs. But I'd be looking at his hits, runs, RBIs personally because he does have 9 hits. At 2+ plus 108 at hits, runs, RBIs, Ketel Marte does bat in front of him. He's batting 400 off of Darvish. If he does get on base and he gets a knock, there's your hit, run, RBI, guys. So definitely worth the look. Am I going to be on it? No. I'm looking at the Hosmer angle with Cronenworth. I need Hosmer behind Cronenworth. So yeah, guys, shout out to the chat. We fucking rock it on a Monday. Smash the like if you already haven't. Shout out to Eldorado once a fucking again for the donation. K-Prop, Dirty K is Max Fried, over 5.5 at minus 130. Listen to the recap if you need it. I'm on Davis's fantasy score, over 24.5. Oh, I'm on Darvish, over 6 strikeouts for prize picks. And then the last prize picks, leave it on. Forgot the last one. I'm going to take G-Man Choi also. G-Man Choi's fucking fantasy score. He's going to get walked, hit, run, RBI. He's going to get Cole for something. This guy going to rock him. He's going to rock and sock him Cowboys. So, shout out to you guys. Billy got a show to do in like 3 minutes, so we got to go. Going over to Prize Picks, use promo code PubSports. Why? Because if you do your first match deposit up to $100, they will match deposit it. So, do us a favor, do you a favor, and what? Use that promo code. Until next time, let's get back on fucking track and smack these fools. Max Fried to the fucking bank today. Fried!